Drawings will define. No, they won't. What? Do you think you're some kind of artist, waving your pen around like that? I'm r/Prequel Memes. Artistic tricks don't work on me, only screenshots. No screenshots, no upvotes, no karma. Order 66. These soldiers are my friends Rex, I can't kill them. I agree. Meanwhile at the Jedi Temple, on a 35 kill streak I am. Lumeo, I think I just killed Apo. Arguing over Anakin's lightsaber. This is a Skywalker family heirloom. So it is mine. No, I'm the real Skywalker. That's my grandfather's. Arguing over the darksaber. I want your lightsaber and your planet. Let us duel. Yes. When you realize you no longer have to make a meme every day. The mission, the nightmares, they're finally over. I need to sleep early tonight. My cursed brain at 2 AM. Time traveler moves a chair. The timeline. QUI gone. You have been freed. You're no longer a slave. Anakin. Wow. Thank you QUI gone. QUI gone. Lol. Call me master. Social networks are down worldwide. A communications disruption could mean only one thing. Invasion. Ducking. Stop quoting Star Wars, the movies suck. It's treason then. It is only natural. Marvel is still more culturally known. Like who makes Star Wars jokes. Memes are all about Thanos and Ant-Man. Star Wars has never had that. It's over Anakin. Alright, we'll call it a draw. Palpatine when he accidentally activates Order 65 instead of Order 66. Well, shit. Are we gonna ignore the fact that Peter loves Star Wars but doesn't realize that Nick Fury is Mace Windu? Wait, explain. I can. You can deflect the Force lightning with your bare ducking hands. You used one lightsaber? I needed two of them. You guys are deflecting the Force lightning. What is it? Hope. Yeah, that's great, but my friends just got brutally murdered for it, so could you tell me what it is? Some dickhead left a football filled with concrete in the middle of a field. Obi-Wan doesn't want Anakin. QUI gone. Gets Anakin anyway. Obi-Wan and Anakin. Scotland's tallest mountain to be renamed Kenobi in honor of Ewan McGregor. It's over, Anakin. I'm the high ground. Pain. Suffering. Something terrible has happened. Young Skywalker is in pain. Terrible pain. It's settled then. We will arrange therapy and support for Anakin at once. Written and directed by George Lucas. Just to remind you that it was Count Dooku who made the Squid Games first. Are you an angel? No. Why do you ask that? That guy you came with sure looks like Jesus. Me, sits down. Zip up hoodies. When you find out Anakin is only 9. When you remember that age is based on a planet's position with respect to the sun. When you realize that, since Tatooine has 2 suns, Anakin is technically 18. Using the Starkiller Base incident as year 0, because Disney told you to. Using the Battle of Yavin calendar, because it is the way it was. Using Obi-Wan's birth year as year 0, because he is Jesus. Star Wars fans are debating whether the franchise belongs to men or women. Star Wars is for not just the men, but the women and the children too. The Jedi refuse to train older children because they are more difficult to brainwash. We should ban our love democracy memes. Agreed. Agreed. We should let the subreddit vote on it. Why? I love democracy. Me eating at my friend's house versus me eating at home. Obi-Wan, he was the best star pilot in the galaxy. Every single one of Anakin's ships. My kid opening the $800 Venator Lego set that I got for him as a present. What is it, Dad? When Star Wars fans who got made fun of for liking the movies growing up bully people for liking the new Star Wars, you have become the very thing you swore to destroy. Reddit now gives coins for upvotes. Me who upvoted 5 memes, but still has no coins. How many other lies have I been told by the council? Just realized Darth Vader says Obi-Wan has taught you well after looking up and seeing that Luke has the high ground. Me when I start to add lightsabers to General Grievous. It can't be that easy. Also me after I get thousands of awards. It's that easy. You fool. I've been trained in your dual arts by Sito Kara. Anakin, I'm pregnant. So you've been hiding younglings this whole time. The actor playing Commander Cody looks identical to the one playing Jango Fett. Friend, are you a boob guy or a booty guy? Me. If one is to understand the great mystery, one must study all its aspects. My parents. Bye Miss American Pie. Me. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. Parents. Visible confusion. You did it? You went to the dark side to save Padme? Yes. What did it cost? Padme? Leave him or we'll never make it. His fate will be the same as ours. Dies on Death Star. Dies on Death Star. Dies on Death Star. Season 1, Ahsoka dueling Grievous vs Season 5, Ahsoka dueling Grievous. Arrogantly thinks she can take him alone. Only fights because she feels she has to. Quickly gets overpowered. Is able to hold her ground. Runs away to save herself. Retreats as soon as others are safe. Delicious finally. Some good ducking character development. Hold on. Star Wars was your idea. Let's not forget Dave. You were the one who helped create the Clone Wars and the Mandalorian and created Rebels all by yourself. Let's be fair. Today you are the hero and you deserve your glorious birthday. Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn? People who haven't seen Rebels. Yeah, I'll do you one better. Who is Grand Admiral Thrawn? How they advertise the chair. How I use the chair. Palpatine on a Senate Zoom call. Palpatine right after the call ends. The only thing that the council believes in is violence. Ignites a second saber to prove that bitch how wrong she is. When you ate 20 hot wings before bed and realize you've made a grievous mistake. In Revenge of the Sith, 2005, George Lucas made this youngling look like child Anakin to symbolize Darth Vader killing Anakin Skywalker. I was not privy to George's plan, but now I see it. I want my own spin-off. Your own spin-off? Anakin, the entire saga is your spin-off. I'm gonna go fight kids. For bread, right? For bread, right? We are short-staffed for tonight. Damn, that's crazy. Good luck though. The negotiations were short. Master, I'm calling to report that I've apprehended Maul and I'm heading back to Coruscant. Oh hi Slips. Hey, random question. What would you do if Master Windu and the Chancellor were battling to the death because he's a Sith fan? Anakin, what kind of a question is that? What did you do this time? I did nothing. This is purely hypothetical. Now answer the question, I'm running out of time. Please start a campaign to get me a part in that Kenobi miniseries. Are we blind? Deploy the campaign. When you have to save your wife from a certain death, but your trilogy doesn't have force healing. I'm limited by the technology of my time. What Disney thinks I'm paying $69 a year for. Disney Plus. What I'm actually paying them $69 a year for. The Mandalorian Plus and Clone Wars. Me presses the print button twice. The printer. 200,000 units ready, with 1 million more well on the way. I unlocked them all. Every single one of them. And I feel not just a sense of pride and accomplishment, but accomplished women and accomplished children too. Your thoughts dwell on your mother? My thoughts dwell on your mother. Oh. My friend's asking why I voted for Revenge of the Sith if I liked Endgame. Good soldiers follow orders. Padme is 9. Padme, he'll grow. Tatooine residents. They can't take Anakin. I need his free labor. Those dice were loaded. How did he win? I will never see my son again. Jedi. Did you just steal a kid? Yes. Scotland is now generating so much wind energy, it could power 2 Scotlands. My powers have doubled since the last time we met. Master Annie. Anakin. The rank of Master. No one. Cave explorers with loving families trying to squeeze themselves through a hole named Devil's Urethra on a rainy day. I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. Concentrate all your fire on the nearest starship. Did you just talk normally? Me at 3 AM sending drunk messages to my ex. I'm haunted by the kiss that you should never have given me. Obi-Wan was by far one of the greatest Jedi ever. He watched his master die in front of him, had the girl he loved killed by his old nemesis, betrayed by his friend/commander and his brother Anakin. All of his Jedi friends were killed, spent the remainder of his life making sure the Empire would not discover Luke, and finally distracting Vader from Luke by sacrificing himself for the rebellion, without falling to the dark side. Anakin will be forever my apprentice. Wait, what? He will be forever my apprentice. So he will never be a master? Yes, that's the plan. PC gamers when their $2,000 PC runs games better than someone's $300 console. Ah, victory. Me in the middle of the Rise of Skywalker asking my friends if we can leave the theater. If you are suffering as much as I'm, please tell me. When mom unplugs the TV to punish me and my brother, but watching TV is the only thing dad does. The queen has great faith that the Senate will side with her. Theory: the Tusken Raiders at the pod race were time travelers trying to kill their version of Kid Hitler and stop him from killing not just the men, but the women and the children. Sith in 0 BBY. No, my wife is gone, and I'm stuck in a machine for the rest of my life. Ah. A farmer boy is destroying my super weapon. Sith in 4000 BBY. Wanna eat a planet? Yes. Turning around to make sure you locked your car for the 3rd time. As a kid I spent hours breeding Lapras and releasing them because the Pokédex said they were almost extinct. That's actually adorable. Truly wonderful. The mind of a child is. Count Dooku. You can't defeat me. Anakin and Obi-Wan. I know, but he can. A 900-year-old dyslexic frog spinning around like a ducking Beyblade on ketamine. The Jedi could have simply do a blood test on the members of the Senate in order to find the Sith, since midichlorian count is shown in the blood. Listen here, you little shit. We are naming our son Ben because of Obi-Wan. When Ben Solo uses the light side ability to bring Rey back to life. Anakin, those bastards lead to me. Obi-Wan changing Anakin's contact name to Darth Vader. You fought in the Clone Wars? Fought in them? Luke, I started the Clone Wars and then I ducking ended them. When the final bell rings on the last day of school, but the teacher says, I dismiss you, not the bell. The entire class. Clone Trooper, I'm sorry, sir, we are no longer required to follow your orders. Palpatine being a master dueler, powerful force user, unrivaled manipulator, and ruling the galaxy, electrocuting himself at the end of every trilogy. Class clowns in school. This is where the fun begins. Class clowns at home. Disney making a show about 2 of the most beloved characters in Star Wars. Disney making a show about a random Rebel Alliance soldier who appeared in a spin-off movie. 1983 audiences, when they saw Palpatine thrown down the shaft reactor. We won't be seeing him again. When the mods ban our love democracy memes and people agree with their decision. So this is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause. From the moment I met you, all those years ago, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought of you. Deep susbrit foliated corkite. When your friend who has never seen Star Wars hears the cantina music and says it's the music from Lego Star Wars, it is acceptable. In times like these, I really wish I'd listened to what Obi-Wan told me. What did he tell you? I don't know. I didn't listen. Palpatine. Clone Wars. Bad guys aim in original trilogy. Bad guys aim in prequel era. High ground. Bad guys aim in prequel era, but with sad music. Bad guys aim in Mandalorian. I hear a new apprentice you have, Emperor. Or should I call you Darth Sidious? Master Yoda. You survived? Nah, he's dead. Master, I'm just playing with you. Anakin, that's a bit messed up, even for me. The upvote button. Have mercy. Please. Please. Me hearing you get coins. If you like posts. There is no mercy. Jedi Masters after they die. Oh no. Anyway. Imagine being so badass that when George Lucas needed to cast someone to represent a genetically perfect super warrior, you were his pick. Lightsaber colors and their meanings. You're a good guy. You're a bad guy. You're a good guy, but a blue lightsaber won't show up against the blue sky when you're fighting Jabba's minions. You're a good guy, but you're not about to let some mother ducking nerds tell you that you can't have a purple mother ducking lightsaber. The Kenobi series will have only 6 episodes. Every episode will be 1 hour long. If into the security recordings you go, only pain will you find. If Master Obi-Wan caught me doing this, he'd be very grumpy. I can't watch anymore. Padme ship. Everything else on Tatooine. The dialogue George Lucas keeps. I don't like sand. The dialogue George Lucas cuts. I'm not blind, Padme. Though I have tried to be, for Anakin's sake. And for yours. Anakin has loved you since the day you met in that horrible junk shop on Tatooine. He's never even tried to hide it, though we do not speak of it. We pretend that I don't know. And I was happy to because it made him happy. You made him happy when nothing else ever truly could. Played 4 roles in one movie. Played 200,000 roles in one movie with a million more well on the way. The Jedi Order's problem is Yoda. No being can wield that kind of power for centuries without becoming complacent at best or corrupt at worst. He has no idea that it's overtaken him. He no longer sees all the little cumulative evils that the Republic tolerates and fosters, from slavery to endless wars, and he never asks, why are we not acting to stop this? Live alongside corruption for too long, and you no longer notice the stench. The Jedi cannot help the slaves of Tatooine, but they can help the slave masters. Dooku, Yoda's former Padawan, to Darth Sidious. Me listening to a Sith Lord and realizing he's making more sense than the Jedi Council. I used to own Darth Vader. Sure, Watto, let's get you to bed. Thank God for Hayden Christensen. It actually wasn't George's idea to have Anakin kill the younglings. I just showed up on set one day and started to whack those little duckers. Turns out, George was filming the whole time. Disney, our new VR game will let you live out your lightsaber fantasy. Me. When a soccer player gets touched, the attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed. When a hockey player gets hit, this is where the fun begins. When a boxer gets punched, that's why I'm here. George Lucas after name dropping the Clone Wars in New Hope. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love it. When you fly all the way to Disneyland, just to realize the Star Wars content is all from the sequel trilogy. Pack your things. We're leaving. Obi-Wan 99.9% of the time. Obi-Wan when Dooku tells him that the Senate is under the control of a Sith Lord. Oh, an artist. Wow. I wonder what he's drawing. Is he drawing me? People are arguing about this. But what about this? Memorable Star Wars villains. Is Darth Vader my father? Watch the prequels and find out, why don't you? Speaking of the prequels, fought the entire Senate one-on-one. I did. Wicked, that shit was. Isn't he great? He's a new protocol droid to help. Mom just got to update his programming to prevent translating Sith writings in accordance with Republic law. No meme. This post is just a recognition of Grant Imahara for his work on Star Wars, especially as operator of R2 in the prequels. He passed away late July 13th. Thank you for everything, Grant. The media. Rhea is the first female Jedi with a proper character arc. Me, an intellectual. Others when they see Grievous. Dies. Whole race dies. Obi-Wan when he see Grievous. LMAO asthmatic robot. Everyone get together. Group photo. Let's see those smiles. Perfect. Silly faces. Let's see those silly faces. They should make a co-op game where you and a buddy go through many levels, leveling up and beating bosses, but the final boss is each other. The reports are correct. Skywalker was one of the Jedi Order's most skilled generals. What happened to him? Was still a Padawan at age 25 and was perfectly fine with it. Was the youngest Jedi ever put on the council at 22, but isn't made a master, so he turns to the dark side. Pod racing. Teacher, the rule of two states that, in order to add a Sith apprentice, you must subtract one. Dooku. Makes sense. Teacher, and you helped convince Anakin to join the dark side. Dooku. I did. Teacher, do you see, now that by adding Anakin you were subtracting yourself? Do you see that bounty hunter up there next to Count Dooku? Yes, what about him? He's the host for the clone army, meaning the clone army is really on Dooku's side and can't be trusted. Written and directed by George Lucas. Rhea and Padme, when they see a mentally unstable mass murderer dressed in black. These aren't the droids you're looking for. These aren't the droids we're. Holy shit, Obi-Wan. Cody, you son of a bitch. How the duck did you survive that fall? Ewan McGregor after 16 years. Obi-Wan after 19 years. 1889, A.D. Van Gogh, your work is garbage. 2015, A.D. He was truly ahead of his time. It's tragic how nobody understands an artist until long after they die. 2285 A.D.